The Wallabies in Italy have both released their teams for their upcoming Round 3 Nations Championship battle. Now, this is going to be a very interesting game because you'd think to yourself, this is an easy game for the Wallabies to win. Italy's struggling. They're not having the best season. They've won a few games, but now they're not looking the best. Italy's actually beaten Australia quite a few times over the last few years, so this is going to be a very interesting game. Both teams selected are strong. They both want to win this game. They've both not won their first two games as well, so we'll go through some of their recent form, then we'll go over the teams, then we'll talk about who we think is going to win the game. But before we do, if you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. I really do appreciate all the support. Now, from the last 4 times Australia and Italy have played each other, Australia's won 2, Italy's won 2, so it's been very, very even, and the average points scored has been 28 points to the Wallabies and 22 points to Italy, so not really anything in it. And if you see their recent form from their last 5 games, it's not the best. Italy winning 1 out of their last 5, losing to France, beating England somehow, losing to Wales, losing to Japan, and losing to the All Blacks. A much better game against the All Blacks, but still losing 4 out of their last 5. And for the Wallabies, losing 5 out of their last 5. Losing to Italy in Italy, losing to Ireland in Ireland, losing to France in France, losing to Ireland in a very good game in Australia, and then of course losing out to France last week in Australia where they were actually leading at halftime. So both of these teams not doing well. Italy are at the bottom of the table for the Northern Hemisphere in the 6th position for the Nations Championship. And for the Southern Hemisphere, Australia is at position number 5. So 5 out of 6, not the best for an Australian team that's won a few World Cups throughout the history as well. So they're going to want to kind of get back to the top there, play a lot better rugby. They've got the players that can do it. So we'll go over the teams as well, starting off with Australia. Number 1, Bell. Number 2, Brandon Paenga-Amosa. Number 3, Alan Ala-Atoa. Number 4, Canham. Number 5, Jeremy Williams. Number 6, Rob Valentini. Number 7, Carlo Tizzano, which is very good to see. Number 8, and captain Harry Wilson. Number 9, Ryan Lonergan. Number 10, Declan Meredith again. Number 11, Harry Potter. Good to see him back. He had a good end of year tour last year, so can he kind of repeat that form? Number 12, Len Ekatel, one of the better centres in the world. Number 13, Joseph Suoli'i, a rugby league star brought over to rugby union, but still hasn't broken through as a star. Number 14, Max Jorgensen, expecting a lot more from him in this game. He was a little bit poor last week, but is one of the better players in the world. And of course, number 15, Tom Wright. Looking at the bench, Billy Pollard. Number 17, James Slipper. Number 18, Zay Nongor. Number 19, Miles Amatisero. Number 20, Fraser McWright, who had an awesome game last week. Number 21, Tate McDermott. Number 22, Ben Donaldson. And number 23, Filippo Danguni. So it has to be said that the Wallabies team hasn't been playing terrible. They've just had terrible patches throughout those games. I mean, against Ireland, they were the better team. So you can kind of give them the benefit of the doubt there. They had a good game there. They were the better team on the day. They should have won, but Ireland showed their class and their quality and got the win, which is shocking to the Wallabies that they could actually lose a game like that where they dominated nearly every single stat in that game. Nearly over 200 meters carried more, 200 more post-contact meters, way more defenders beaten, but still couldn't get the win. And against France last week, came out the gates firing, led at halftime. Then France pulled back in the second half. These things you cannot allow when playing at home. And the Wallabies need to learn this, because I thought the Wallabies could have won both of those games. They could have been here now in a much better position, looking like one of the favourites to win their home World Cup. Next year, 2027, they only have one chance for this group with some very good players to go out and try win their home World Cup. It's not many players that get to play at a home World Cup either. And it's not many players that play for a country that has the potential to win that play at the home World Cup either. So the Wallabies need to fix a few things. But I mean, some of the guys that are playing here, Brandon Paenga-Amosa has been really good for the Wallabies. It's good to see him there. Carlo Tizzano, he's been deserving a cap. I think he honestly should be on the bench going forward because he's a really good player from the bench. Of course, there's guys like Tom Hooper as well. A lot of guys that they can be using. But I think if you have a Tom Hooper and a Tizzano on the bench going forward, it just adds like a 1-2 punch coming on. A lot more firepower. And both of those guys are good try scorers as well. But I like the loose forwards this week. Rob Valentini's been awesome in both the last 2 games. Much better in the Ireland game, but still good last week. Carlo Tizzano getting his opportunity. He will prove to the coaches why he needs to be there. And of course, Harry Wilson, number 8, one of the best number 8s in the world. Can this forward pack start playing rugby like the quality we know they can? I mean, look at those players. Bell, Paenga-Amosa, Ala-Atoa, Jeremy Williams, Valentini, Canham, Tizzano, Wilson. I mean, guys like Tom Hooper not even in the team. Guys like Fraser McWright on the bench. James Slipper, Billy Pollard, Zay Nongor. All really good players. Can they now play to the level we know they can play at? Because they have a chance this weekend. But Italy does have a strong forward pack, so I don't think Australia is going to have to target the forward pack battle. They need to try win the set piece battle, of course, but I think the backline is where they can really make a difference, because you've got guys like a Ryan Lonergan playing some good rugby, Harry Potter, who can be a game changer, Iketal, Suali'i, Jorgensen, Tom Wright. Four of the most incredibly quick outside backs or even inside backs, backline players, period, in the world. Those guys can change a game. Len Iketal, a really good season for Exeter Chiefs. Joseph Suali'i, one of those guys kind of hyped up to be one of the best players to play the game in recent years from rugby league coming over. So Max Jorgensen, a guy that's been kind of nominated to be one of the next guys for World Player of the Year. Tom Wright, coming back from injury and a sprinter at heart. So these guys have so much speed in the back line. Can they prove how good they are now? Because we haven't seen the backline really get going at all this kind of last two games at all. So can the Wallabies play to their potential? But they're going to have to do it against a pretty strong Italian team who's also trying to win their first game on this tour, who really wants to get a win away from home and kind of show that they are better than the Wallabies over the last 5 games, which in my opinion, over 5 games, if you can be better than them and get the win 3 points to 2, you are the better team in my opinion. So number 1, Mohamed Hassan. Number 2, Gianmarco Lucchesi. Number 3, Marco Riccioni. Number 4, Giulio Marini. Number 5, Federico Ruza. Number 6, Riccardo Favretto. Number 7, and captain Michel Lamoro. Number 8, Ross Vincent. So a much changed forward pack there for Italy, but still a really good forward pack, a very powerful forward pack. And all of those guys have experience as well. They play for good club teams, they're good players for their club teams, and they did very, very good in the Six Nations as well. Looking at number 9, Alessandro Garbisi, next to his brother Paolo Garbisi at number 10. Number 11, Monty Ioane comes back in against his country of birth. This is going to be very interesting. Number 12, Paolo Adogwu. Number 13, no Tomas Meneghello there at number 12, so that's going to be a big loss for Italy. But Paolo Adogwu is still a very solid, very physical player. Number 13, Juan Ignacio Brex. Not seen too much of the backline, not seen too much of Brex throughout this tour. He's going to want to pick up his game. Then at number 14, Louis Liner, son of a Wallabies legend as well. Number 15, Lorenzo Pani, who I think is quite an underrated player. They're looking at the bench. Number 16, Pablo Dimchev. Number 17, Danilo Fischetti. Number 18, Ion Nisulai. And number 19, Andrea Zambini. Number 20, Alessandro Ortombina. Number 21, Alessandro Fusco. Number 22, Giacomo De Re. And number 23, Leonardo Marin. So a much changed team for Italy. A lot of their players not there. Canone brothers not there. A few guys out. No Ferrari as well. I think he's injured and he's not on this tour or being rested. I'm not too sure, so let me know down below in the comments. But a good team for Italy, a team that can beat the Wallabies, a team that can still go close against some good teams, especially if they are playing at home, but not a bad team. And they've chosen this team to try beat the Wallabies, of course give guys some game time as well, but both these teams are fighting out of their corner, which I think makes this game even more fun to watch. Both of these teams are now desperate for a win. 5 from 5 losses for the Wallabies, 4 from 5 losses for Italy as well. Both of these teams need a win. Both of these teams need to settle the score against each other. For Italy, it would be a huge win for their confidence. And I think for the Wallabies, it would just be about them deserving a win that they've actually been deserving over the last few games, but just haven't got. So, very important game for both teams. Italy looking like a much better team at the start of the year. Kind of fading away now. Lost to Wales and I thought they were the better team. Lost to Japan and I thought they were the better team as well before the game, not on the day. Wallabies losing to Ireland, should have beaten them. It could have beaten them as well. Lost to France, could have been a close game till the 80th minute. But they've got some good results over the last few years, but no consistent results either. So I think it's going to be an absolutely bruising battle in the forward pack. Of course, now looking at all the changes, I do think the Wallabies have a stronger forward pack, but Italy still has some really quality players in that pack that can lead the charge, lead the set piece. I mean, just some of those guys, Mohamed Hassan is a great player, Lucchesi is a great player, Riccioni is a great player, Federico Ruza is an experienced player, Michel Lamoro a great player, Ross Vincent is a game-changing player for Italy as well. Then in the back line, experience at 9 and 10, experience in the back 3 as well. So realistically, Italy haven't chosen a weak team at all. And on the bench, they still have Fischetti, Dimchev, Zambinin as well, Marin, De Re, and Fusco that can really make an impact and bring on a lot of energy in the second half. So both teams are going to be fighting out of their corner. But who do I think is going to win? I'm going to go with the Wallabies to win this game. I just think Italy hasn't shown anything this tour. They've not shown, maybe in the first half, a little bit against the All Blacks, they showed something. But every other game against Japan, they were nowhere. The rest of the All Blacks game, they were nowhere. The Wallabies have actually shown some potential. They could have beaten Ireland. They were the better team on the day. Ireland just showed their quality. They actually beat France in the first half as well. And France had a pretty strong team selected. So I'm going with the Wallabies to win. I think the Wallabies deserve to win, but of course, it's all that happens on the day. I think the Wallabies forward pack might be a bit too strong here, and I think the Wallabies backline might also just have too much flair, too much pace, but I think the 9-10 battle is where Italy can really make the difference because they've got some experience there where Declan Meredith, not the best game last week against France, but there is a lot of potential there. So my prediction for this game is that the Wallabies will win, but the three players I'm the most excited to see from Italy and from Australia as well, one in the forward pack, one in the backline, one on the bench. In the forward pack for Italy, Ross Vincent, I think he's a great player. He's had an awesome Prem season as well. Then in the backline, it's got to be Monty Ioane, a big game for him. Just give him some time on the ball, give him some space, and he will show you why he is one of the best wingers in the world. And of course, on the bench, I'm going with Andrea Zambanin, a player that I think can be a game changer for Italy, especially at line-out time. Now for the Wallabies, in the forward pack, I'm going to go for Carlo Tizzano. This guy is a really good player, a very explosive player, a good try scorer as well. I think something that the Wallabies need right now. Paenga Amosa has been good, but I think Carlo Tizzano is the player to watch. Then in the back line, for this game, honestly, I'm going to go for a guy like Joseph Suaalii. I think it's a big game for him against a kind of Ignacio Brex, kind of a player, a very good player from Italy. Can he finally play some good rugby and show what he has, what he brought from rugby league? Because I haven't really seen it that much. I've seen it sporadically, but I haven't seen it for 80 minutes. So expecting a big game from Suaalii. And of course, on the bench for me, it's got to be Fraser McReight, one of those players who had an awesome game last week against France. One of the only guys that was given a 9 out of 10 for the whole weekend. He was awesome against France. Can he come from the bench and make a big impact as well? So some big performances needed from some of these big time players. I've got the Wallabies to win. Let me know your predictions down below and which players you're the most excited to see. Thank you so much for all the support, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.